Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to trade Fed Day. Okay, Fed Days are known for being one of the most volatile trading sessions during the week, and today was no exception. Alright, I'm going to show you how we nailed a clear as day short signal, 8:40 a.m. in the morning, followed by another long signal at 9:22 a.m. for 300 Dow points, no indicators whatsoever. Let's do this. Alright, what's up guys? It's Mark here at DynoTrading. Hope you had a fantastic trading day today. It was insane. This whole week has been just through the roof volatility, and I remember publishing a video early in the year, sometime in the first week of January, where I talked about the volatility, right? I said 2020 is going to be the year for high volatility, and 2020 is also going to be what I think a day trader's dream, right? A day trader's paradise, because you've heard me say this before. The only way to make money, any market, Forex, futures, stocks, even options, you have to be able to trade markets that have really, really large intraday moves. And large intraday moves is just another fancy word for volatility. Okay, and today was no different. I mean, today was Fed Day, but for professional traders, it was just another day to look for really awesome setups, right? So when I talk about the top-down approach, guys, right, the dyno bars versus the T-bars, okay, I have found that top-down approach to be ultra successful, especially with the Dow futures. What do I mean by that? Well, the dyno bars is going to tell you what direction you need to be on, right? And that's important. This ability to forecast the starting point of a trend before it starts, that's the holy grail of trading. You know that, right? So when you get these type of signals, you have to physically draw them in a smaller time frame chart, and that's what I have for you right over here, right? These stripes here represent these two signals. Does that make sense? So when you drill down, all right, let's just really look at a low risk setup and what a low risk setup looks like, okay? When you get a notification like this and it says, hey boss, it's time to look for shorts and only shorts, well, shame on you if you do anything other than look for shorts, right? If you tried to buy the Dow futures after it was telling you to go short, well, whose fault is that, right? So the next question is, well, once you've identified an area to go short in, what do you do on the retracement? Well, you want to start drawing trend lines in this fashion, right? An upward sloping trend line, because you're waiting for price to smash to the downside. But what if you get a sequence of down pivot points like this, right? How do you draw the trend line? And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to go back in historical and find a similar sequence of falling dots like this. All right, and these two falling dots have to be lower than these two falling dots. So if I squish this chart in right here, okay, let's just find a random sequence of falling dots. Well, here's a sequence all the way here, right? This is a sequence of falling dots. So this right here, this pivot point, in fact, I'll just quickly put a box on it. This pivot point becomes anchor 1. Does that make sense? Because we don't have an anchor 1 over here. So you have to go back and find what you think is a suitable anchor 1. Once you find it, all you got to do is draw that trend line just like that. And now you have your upward sloping trend line, and you're waiting for price to penetrate, right? Which it does right over here. Your stop goes in right over there, and look at how this trade played out, right? An easy 150 Dow points, right? I mean, this is how it's done, guys. Not super complicated. It's not brain surgery. This is simply drawing a trend line within the context of a trend. There's nothing more to it, okay? How about the long signal? Let's jump over to the long, right? So here's the long. Let's just go ahead and stretch this out and squeeze this in here. So once again, we have identified a long signal, which means you want to start drawing downward sloping trend lines because you're looking for price to penetrate to the upside, right? But what if you don't get any pivot points? that are in a downward sloping fashion. Well, what did we just do a few seconds ago, right? We want to go back into historical and we want to find a sequence of rising dots that look just like this, that are higher than this set right here, right? So here is a sequence of rising dots. Once again, nothing super complicated. Now this becomes anchor 1. You want to connect anchor 1 to anchor 2, just like that. And there you have it. Your trend line's drawn, right? So let's just go back and zoom in here. The trend line breaks to the upside, right? We're looking for trend lines to be broken to the upside like this. Your stop gets placed right over there, your protective stop, which you always, always, always need to have. And if we squish this and see how this trade did, well, you can see how it did, right? Huge winner. What I just showed you is 2 trades just in the morning session. This huge downtrend, this huge uptrend, 300 Dow points. If you do the math on that, all right, 2 contracts, $5 a Dow point, 300 potential points. Well, you guys are good at math, right? $3,000 potential, right? I'm not saying that you could grab every single dollar of this, right? But even if you just were able to grab a fraction of this, right, then your trading results as a day trader are going to skyrocket, because this ability, like I said, to forecast a trend before it starts, this downtrend before it starts, this uptrend before it starts, regardless of what's going on in the market, right? Whether it's Fed day, whether it's not Fed day, it doesn't matter, right? Day traders come to work every day with a good attitude and a good mindset, and we let the charts do the talking, right? I'm not looking to second guess the market. The market's going to do whatever it wants to do that day, right? But it's going to give you clues on when it wants to sell off and when it wants to rally. Every single day, every week, every month, year after year, okay? So in that respect, guys, today, Fed day, was no different than any other trading session. And this is how you trade price action like a professional trader. Okay? Guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, get in touch, and I'll see you on the next trade.